A windy saddle in golden, and memories not so olden. It's Rhyme and Reason 423.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you...
Hey there, Tony here, bringing another episode of Rhyme and Reason to you from the shadow of Pikes Peak here in Colorado. Before I really jump into this, I'd like to share that as I was recording the last episode, if you're keeping track and, staying on track with the numbers and everything, right in the middle of recording the last episode, an alert came through on my phone that said, because of the widespread coronavirus, Colorado is extending the stay-at-home order until April 26th. And let's see, as I'm looking at my calendar, that's at least a couple more weeks. So I'm sure that's making everybody real happy. If you're dealing with the same thing where you are, I'm sorry for you too. And hey, I believe we'll all get through this. This too shall pass, even though some parts of it are funky, we'll put it that way. And I'll leave it at that for now. But I wanted to share some memories of the windy saddle in golden. This is kind of just a nice little story, because I was thinking about it the other day how almost 8 years ago, Elgeline and I had lunch in a little downtown spot in Golden, Colorado. That's where the Golden comes in. It's one of our favorite little spots, Golden, Colorado. And the spot that we ate, I'm saying spot a lot, was called Windy Saddle Cafe. And it's got small town atmosphere and fresh made food and good coffee. So as we waited for our food, that first time we went in, we sat around like anybody and checked out the place. And it even had a place in the back where small kids, they called them little buckaroos, could play with toys. And we enjoyed our lunch, and sometime later, I wrote a song for the place. Matter of fact, why don't I just go ahead and share that with you now. This is the Windy Saddle, and I'll be right back.
As the breezes blow across the canyon trail, and the half moon smiles, just a half a smile, I can see a place where I'll make my camp, and it's up ahead, just a half a mile. Well, my horse is tired, but then so am I, and a million leaves start to serenade. But I can't bed down till the work's all done, and the beans are cooked, and the coffee's made. Hey, I can see a dip in the mountainside, where the wind shakes the pines like a rattle. But no matter where I roam or ride, I dream best in the cool, windy saddle. Now the night falls low on the paintbrush blooms, and the campfire light fades to ember glow. And it's times like this that caress my soul, and I know that I'll always remember so. Whoa. I can see a dip in the mountainside, where the wind shakes the pines like a rattle. But no matter where I roam or ride, I dream best in the cool, windy saddle. can see a dip in the mountainside where the wind shakes the pines like a rattle. But no matter where I roam or ride, I dream best in the cool, windy saddle. I can see a dip in the mountainside where the wind shakes the pines like a rattle. But no matter where I roam or ride, I dream best in the cool, windy saddle. I dream best in the cool, windy saddle. Yes, I dream best in the cool, windy saddle.
Yeah, no matter where I roam or ride, I'll come back to the cool, windy saddle. Here's my cowboy talk for you. So, let's see. I got to even play that music for the Windy Saddle Cafe night crowd. Yeah, I sent the song to the owner after I wrote it, and she liked it so much that she invited me to play on a Saturday night. She said, come here and, would you come and entertain our group? And they actually had a large group of mostly families with kids, and we also invited some of our friends. So it ended up being a real nice little concert. Of course, I played the Windy Saddle song. She asked me to. I think I did that at least 3 times, as I recall, because it was requested. Not because I'm vain, but it was a good song. Anyway, the reason I bring it up 8 years later is coincidentally the restaurant popped up in a search result thing that when I was looking up something else, only kind of slightly related. So naturally I had to click the link, and when I saw the website, it kind of made me think of those moments all over again. It's just some nice thoughts, and so I figured I would share the words and the music with you guys, and it's actually, the Windy Saddle is actually part of the group of songs called Bedtime Buckaroos, and there's going to be a real special deal. There's a real special arrangement, I'll put it that way, that I'm putting together. I haven't completely, I've kind of hinted at these things in the last some of the last episodes of the podcast here. But anyway, there's going to be a thing coming out on Amazon, hopefully if all goes well, and I believe it will. And I'll keep sharing a little bit more details as it comes closer to fruition. All right, that does it for this episode of Rhyme and Reason. If you haven't already subscribed to the podcast, you ought to do that, and that way it'll be delivered right to you. You won't have to go looking anything up. Your player will just magically pop it in, ready for you to, get it all warmed up and have it ready for you to listen to. You won't have to look for it. Or you can always go to TonyFunderburk.com, click on the Rhyme and Reason podcast link, and you can see a list. You'll be able to finger back through, whatever it is that you do, to go back through the archives of the podcast, and you can listen to thousands and thousands, well, maybe not that. Well, it's actually hundreds of episodes now. And this is, let's see, as I'm recording this is April 11th, I believe. Something like that. So it's in April. Isn't this April? It's April. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to my goofiness again, and for letting me just kind of ramble on. I appreciate it more than you know. And as always, remember, life has rhyme and reason because God made you.
There's a